The Community Media Access Collaborative would like to thank Wells Fargo for their support in making this program possible. It's because of our contributors and volunteers that CMAC is able to provide quality programming to the community.
Do you get downtown? Do you get downtown? Do you get downtown?
Hello, I'm Craig Sharton. Welcome to Do You Get Downtown? Thanks for joining us. We're going to spend the next half hour talking about our favorite topic, beautiful downtown Fresno. And I want to introduce everyone to our new co-host. This is Kim Leonard.
Hello.
And she is the communications director at Downtown Fresno Partnership, where a lot of things have changed since the last show. Kate Borders has moved on to bigger and better at Tempe,
Arizona.
Tempe, Arizona, and I'm stepping in as an interim fill-in guy, and I get to work with Kim, who's just fantastic.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about downtown Fresno. We've got some great guests.
We have great guests today. Today we're going to be speaking with some folks from the Grand, which is the lovely place that we're in today filming. We're also going to talk with the people behind Trendy Pasta, the brand new pasta restaurant in downtown. And we also are going to be talking about the market on Kern.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Rocio's coming in, and she's actually been working on the market.
She's been working on the market on Kern all day, so
she might smell like farmer's market
oh boy.
when she gets here. But
good thing it's not smell-o-vision.
So it'll be a packed show, and we're glad you're watching. And we've got some news to report as well.
Yeah, what's going on with the Fulton Mall? What happened with all of that?
So I think the last time we had the show, we reported on the vote.
We got
the
absolutely.
5-2 vote in favor of reopening Fulton Street. But even more has happened since then. They've gone through the design phase.
So how far along would you say we are on that design phase?
All the way through.
All the way?
Yeah. A lot of meetings.
All right.
Kim got to sit in on some of them. We
have
all kinds of federal agencies and state agencies, everyone looking into our business.
You wouldn't believe how many people.
So that's pretty incredible. And we got sign off on NEPA.
Yes.
Everyone's heard of EIRs. That's sort of a California thing, but there's also a federal version. So anytime you use federal funds like we're doing with the Tiger Grant, you get to have the federal government assess how you're doing things and whether you're damaging the environment or causing more traffic or noise or those kinds of things. So we went through that, and we actually got sign off on that just a week or so ago, so mid-May.
Great, and so in the design is, how far is the design along?
It's really somewhere between 90 and 100% completed, and it's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, people are going to really be impressed. It's the entire area between buildings is 80 feet.
Okay.
42 feet is going to be for pedestrians.
Wow.
So it is going to be the widest sidewalks anyone has ever seen. Yeah.
So
and it's still going to have the designs in the sidewalk.
Okay. So that we can still have that beautiful landscape architecture that everyone's really proud of here in Fresno.
Exactly.
That's great.
All the artwork stays. Fountains are getting rebuilt so that they'll actually work.
Fantastic.
They're not just using 50-year-old equipment. We'll end up with more trees after the project than we even have now, and they'll be much more shady. We won't have those like spindly pine trees and magnolia trees and some trees that just don't survive well in our climate. We'll get much more, much more climate sensitive trees for our region, so everyone's gonna be happy.
Fantastic. And so for reference, just so people know, how wide would you say just a standard sidewalk in Fresno is? Like maybe in Tower or somewhere like that?
Oh, probably 10 feet.
10 feet.
They're gonna be everywhere from 8 to 11 feet.
Okay.
This way we have a 28-foot sidewalk on one side and a 14-foot on the other. So there will be tons of room for outdoor dining,
That's
pedestrians, artwork, sculptures, everything still works in there, but you'll also be able to drive past and say,
Oh,
hey,
there's that place.
Look at those
Hey."
people. They're having fun. I want to pull in there and see what they're
Ooh,
up
I
to.
need that dress.
Yeah.
You know, well, maybe
Well,
you wouldn't,
yeah.
but
I'd be saying, ooh, look at the lamb shank that they're eating over there. And
Yeah.
Look at that glass of red wine, you know, I'd pull over. So
excellent.
something for everyone.
I break for red wine.
So that's
So,
going really well.
good.
So right now, the process left is really getting that design to a bid.
Okay.
And then they'll put that bid out to contractors, and then they'll respond with how much they think they can do the job for. They'll pick one, they'll put it under contract, and they think they'll start construction, and we'll have a groundbreaking in January.
Wow, that's a really fast timeline. So from that groundbreaking in January potential, what are we looking at after that point? What's the timeline look like for there?
For actual construction, once we break ground, it will be about 14 to 18 months.
Wow.
So we're, you know, if you split that in the middle, we're going to be ready sometime early summer of 2016.
That is fantastic.
Very exciting.
Yes.
And everyone is excited because we're getting new investors,
New restaurants like
businesses.
crazy.
Yeah, things are already starting to
Yes.
happen. Construction has started on more residential
Mm-hmm.
in the Pacific Southwest building, so everyone is already putting things in motion because while the rest of the world thinks that 2016 is an eternity away,
But it's
anyone that's
quick.
done a building project or tried to open a business
Absolutely.
knows that you better get started pretty quick if you're going to be ready for grand opening.
So the location we're in right now, the Grand, it's on Fulton Street right before it becomes the mall. So how is the opening of the mall going to affect places like on Fulton Street here at the very beginning? How's that going to affect it?
With Fulton Street sort of running into the mall, it's sort of like living on a cul-de-sac. You have a street in front of your house, but you don't get much through traffic because everyone knows they come to a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 10 times more traffic over on Van Ness. And what they're going to see even north of the mall and south of the mall is now that people can get through, they'll even have more traffic and more customers and more
Great.
visibility. So even if you're not on the mall, it's still going to be great.
Great. You
for
can't
folks.
argue with more customers and more visibility.
No, you need every bit you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And so, so that's really going to help Fulton Street. It's really going to help the areas around because as we get more businesses, there will be more people that want to move downtown and live downtown and have offices near all the fun. So that's the way we begin setting this whole process in the right direction.
Good.
Yeah, so we're very excited. So the other thing that will happen is that every business will have access to customers during the entire process. So we will have the middle of the mall done first so that people can kind of
Can
have
get
bridges
through.
to get to every business.
Great. So no business is going to get shut down, hopefully, in the
No.
process. That's great.
They're going to be ready all the time.
Good.
So we're going to have a break now after all this exciting discussion, and we'll be coming back to talk with Liz, who's going to tell us all about the Grand.
Fantastic.
Look forward to it.
Do you get downtown?
Hello, this is Craig Shart. Welcome back to Do You Get Downtown? And we are excited in this segment to have, again, my new co-host, Kim Leonard. And joining us, our special guest, we have Liz Bogosian from the Grand. Welcome.
Thank you,
Liz.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
And she is another just like every second of the day downtown supporter.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Whether it's this building or anything to do about downtown, I see you out walking the mall every day.
The whole city. The whole city is amazing. I've been wanting to call the mayor and tell her, come to my 10th floor, look out my window, look out my veranda, and look down the middle of the city, and it's all trees. What does that remind me of? Central Park in New York. So change it to Fulton Park. People will think you built something new. They will come downtown.
Well, we're going to end up with more trees than we have.
That's
so
right.
We
That's
are
right.
we are headed that
We're
direction.
in the right direction.
Something to think about.
So tell us a little bit about this beautiful building we're in. We're actually in the Grand on the first floor today.
We are. We're in the main ballroom. We have two ballrooms, one on the 10th floor in the Grand Ballroom, and then we have office suites in between 2 through 9. This building was built in 1922 for the San Joaquin Power and Light Company. Basically, anything that plugged in back in the day, you came here and bought it. Light bulbs, radios. It wasn't a whole lot that plugged in back then, but you bought it here. And then down this one area where there used to be counters, you came in and pay your bill. The logo looks like a 4. Actually, it's a power and light pole.
Okay.
And that's all in brass all over. This is Italian Renaissance, sort of ahead of its time back in the day. We actually have a skylight in the main ballroom that was built back then.
Wow.
So it's really got a lot of amazing charm and atmosphere. Just amazing.
And so this floor, the first floor and the 10th floor, are primarily used for
Ballrooms,
events,
venues,
meetings.
Weddings,
We started the Fresno Food
nonprofits.
Expo in here.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did, yeah.
So
yeah, they did.
a lot of big activities, and how is it going as far as using the space? Is it getting used often, or?
I think it's come a long way since it was taken over privately in 2009. So we've opened it up to more caterers that are allowed to be here, a little more flexible. When I started in 2012, it was like having a 100-year-old building with a 3-year-old name. You know, so branding that became difficult. Getting people to drive past Shaw.
All right.
You know, the whole McGill of the inception of downtown, which I come from a city, so this to me is like Long Island, not
Right.
New York City. So I really, really enjoy it, and I don't understand why people don't come down and see the beauty. Even just come in and take a tour of this building.
Well, speaking of the beauty, we've got some beautiful photos here.
Yes.
And so that's a picture of the Grand from outside.
Yes.
Looking kind of across from the Fulton Mall side.
Look at those lights. It was all about lighting. It was
Isn't
all
that
about
great?
electricity back then. This is the ballroom on the 10th floor. This is the east part of the ballroom.
Yeah, this is
The ceiling's
this
a
is
little
gorgeous.
bit lower. This is our outside veranda, overlooks the
Wow,
city.
that view.
Yeah, the
at the
view at
lights.
night.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's amazing.
My son had his reception
Yes, he did,
up
up
here.
on 10. Yes,
Yep.
he did. Uh-huh.
It's gorgeous.
Yep. We can do about 300 in here for a nonprofit or a non-wedding situation. If it is, we need about 250 to open up the room for the dance floor and the head table, cake table, all of that. That's the Power and Light Pole logo.
That's up. We're up on the 10th floor.
Yes,
Look at the beautiful
yep.
floors. That
Yeah.
Wow, that's
You
amazing.
have-
Gives you an idea how long it is. It was actually made for company dinners, community events. We still have the original projection room up in the ceiling area that we allow photographers to come in and take aerial views. We
Beautiful.
do
Look at the
ceremonies
light.
on the stage.
Wow, it's just so classy.
Yeah, I've even seen
really is.
Mofo Party Band performing up there for a private birthday party. It's just fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
So getting to look.
That was a prom actually just a few weeks ago.
Oh, how
great.
fun.
That's the first floor.
Oh, so that's where we
Engagement.
are now. We're kind of up on the mezzanine.
We're actually on the
looking down
mezzanine
this
area,
floor,
correct?
yeah.
Yes.
Look at how the detail of this floor. Anyone that knows Cliff Italian, I mean, this guy went agonized over paint color in here. He's got the greatest eye for
Oh, he does.
detail. So
Absolutely.
what
He's
a
amazing.
great tour of a great building.
Thank you.
It must be a lot of fun to come to work here.
It really, it really is. People are happy.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
we're
good.
here planning a party, they're happy. Even if they're not happy, we make them happy.
That's
We
good.
find a way.
That's great. Well, and the events that I've seen, everyone is thrilled to be here.
Yes.
And as you get new people, you mentioned people not always coming downtown. When they come down for one of these events, it seems like they're very happy.
Yes.
You know,
they
I
feel
like
better about it. They go, oh, when I first walked in, I hadn't seen it. This was private to an exclusive caterer. I happened at the time worked for someone else, so I never got into the building. When I walked in, I went,
Wow.
I'm home.
That is,
I'm home.
that's what these old buildings do. They
Yeah.
give you that really great connection.
Yep.
It's something you can't get anywhere else.
Oh,
Exactly.
it's a pump. You know, if I ever had to leave, I'd be sad.
So how would they get a hold of you if someone was interested in using this
Okay,
space?
our website's thegrand1401.com. My email is liz@thegrand1401.com. Our phone number is 559-266-8000. Call me.
Perfect. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you, Liz.
Thank you for
It's
being
great
here,
to
and thank
have
you for
you
having
on.
me.
All
Thank you.
right. Well, and we're going to cut to another break, and we'll be back in just a minute and talk about one of downtown's newest restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Do you get downtown?
The Community Media Access Collaborative would like to thank Wells Fargo for their support in making this program possible. It's because of our contributors and volunteers that CMAC is able to provide quality programming to the community.
Do you get downtown?
Hi, welcome back to Do You Get Downtown? I am your host, Kim Leonard, and my co-host, Craig Sharton, and we are sitting here with Mike Cook of Trendy Pasta.
Hey,
Hi,
guys,
Mike.
how are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
Welcome to Do You Get Downtown, and welcome to Downtown.
Glad to be here.
We are glad to have you. I've been in there several times already, and oh my goodness, amazing.
Thank you.
So good.
Yeah,
So-
and it's a great price, great power, point. Everything you've done, the branding is fantastic. It really looks great in there. The logo, everything is really nice. You guys have done a first-class job.
Thank you.
What
Thank
brought you to downtown?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, we actually came to rule it out. We didn't think we were going to come downtown. We both have catering businesses, and our goal was to find a commercial kitchen. We've been in the restaurant business before, and we really didn't want to do a brick and mortar restaurant. And I don't want to say accidental, I want to say occasional. I've known my partner Matthew for over 20 years. We're best of friends, and we just kind of started snowballing. He said, yeah, we'll use the kitchen as a commercial kitchen for our catering businesses. In the front of the house, we'll figure out something. And then he said, there's this idea I've had with pasta. And I said, well, keep talking. And we just kind of talked it out, and it was very organic. It was like, oh, wait, this is going to fit. Oh, we'll do this. A lot of hard work, and two guys who really enjoy working together, and we created Trendy Pasta, and
That's
we're having a blast.
fantastic.
I mean, I can't put a smile on my face.
Well, it seems like you were just in our office for the very first time, just a few weeks ago, saying, hey, we're going to be moving in, we're going to be doing pasta, and we're like, is this guy for real? Like, is he really going to do this? And then, suddenly there's a brand new pasta place. And
Well, I think that even our co-host Craig can attest to, restaurateurs, we're a little nuts. I mean, we really are. And we're kind of like gypsies, and we're family people. We all take care of each other. And like I said before, I have two speeds, off and Mach 2 with my hair on fire. And this has just come together. Now, I don't want to say that it was so easy. No, it's been very difficult. It's been a lot of hard work. But it's been everything's coming together so wonderfully. We're having a blast. I mean, we really are enjoying ourselves.
It really comes through. I mean,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Everything you do is fun. You walk in the door, you're giving people stuff to try. Here, try the dessert.
a lot of energy immediately, so it's really fun.
Well, I've found my smile again. There was a time when we both were responsible individuals and got real jobs, and we both said, you know what, we miss our smiles. Let's do something, and we've done it. And like you said before, it's only been a few weeks, and we're very hopeful. We're very positive. And we're really, we're having a ball. It's good.
And it seems like the businesses around you and especially the offices and everything have really responded well to you being there. Your location is perfect right there at Mariposa Plaza and Fulton Mall. So
That's the plan. The plan is to get every single person that works within a 5 to 10 mile radius uttering the words Trendy Pasta. We want to get everybody fed. We want everybody to have smiles on their faces like we have. That's the plan, is to get all the big businesses to come and use our restaurant.
Let's take a look at some pictures and tell us what we're looking at.
What you're looking at there is our cavatappi pasta, which is Italian for corkscrew. We decide on the cavatappi because it's a hollow macaroni with ridges. It holds any type of sauce, the best of any other pasta we've tried. That's a marinara with meatballs. Next to on the side is an Italian salad. It's a mixed green salad with our special homemade dressing. And that whole plate, both of those together would be under $6.
That's unbelievable. That's what I said, the
delicious.
price point for
Yeah.
a person running to lunch is great.
And then we've got chicken Alfredo. And the roll you see there, we actually have new rolls now. Again, we want to buy local and stay local. A big plug for the Basque Bakery. We use their garlic rolls exclusively now. Why try to reinvent the wheel? Those guys have got great rolls, and we talk to them, and they're like, hey, we'd love to supply you. So it's all get back to the same, stay local type of theme.
Well, here are some of the great graphics that you guys have used. This really brings home like the tradition, but also the pop of something that's fresh.
And these are all created in-house, right?
Yep, these are all Matthew's, my business partner's personal creations. He's a true artist. He really is. All the artwork's original. If you go into our restaurant and you see just the frames of some of the pictures, we built those out of repurposed farm boards, fence boards. And I mean, it's a very wonderful, homey feel.
Great. Well, how can people find you?
We're at 2017 Mariposa. You can find us on Facebook at Trendy Pasta, trendypasta@hotmail.com, like us on Yelp, and also on Twitter. I can also be reached at 577-0186.
All right, and you're right on the Mariposa Mall between Courthouse Park and the Fulton Mall.
You betcha, right by the Fresno County Office of Ed and the Holiday Inn.
All right, well, thanks very much.
Thank
We're
you.
big fans,
Yes.
and hopefully you found a lot more fans today.
I hope so. That's the plan.
All
Thanks,
right.
Michael.
Thank you.
And we'll be back in just a moment with even more great news about downtown Fresno.
Do you get downtown?
The Community Media Access Collaborative would like to thank Wells Fargo for their support in making this program possible. It's because of our contributors and volunteers that CMAC is able to provide quality programming to the community.
Do you get downtown?
Hi, this is Craig Sharton again, and welcome back to Do You Get Downtown? And we're nearing the final turn to get through the end of our first episode with Kim Leonard, our new co-host. I know. Isn't she great, ladies and gentlemen?
Thank you.
And now we have our new guest. Rocio is also with the Downtown Fresno Partnership, and she is going to talk to us about the Farmers Market on Kern.
Yes, the market on Kern. We opened 2 months ago now. We opened April 16. We're going to be open all the way through October 29th. We're on Kern Street every Wednesday from 9 to 2. Great produce, great vendors, and then of course great restaurant businesses around that area. Love it.
Who comes to the market? So it's in the middle of the day, right?
Yeah,
So do you get
So
people
we
from
have-
offices or
Yeah,
what?
we get all of our downtown employees to enjoy this great event. Not only they could go and get their local produce, but they could also go and visit their local restaurants. So it's a very good event, not only for the vendors participating, but also for our businesses around it. It's
That's
a great
great.
event, yes.
You know, and I know sometimes when you're working in an office environment, you get stuck there. And
Yes.
what I like to see is it seems like it pulls people out of those buildings, out of the tall buildings, and
Yes.
gets them out into the sunshine.
And then I know, Kim, we get a lot of phone calls, February, March, people calling, asking, hey, when is the market on Kern opening? So it's really exciting to see the response.
And
Yes.
people get really excited about the market.
Yes, and we have a great followers on our Facebook page too. So, it's great. It's going great. We have, again, great produce.
And there's live
We're
music
there.
every week, right?
Yes, we have live music. We have Steve Uno, Glenn Delpit, Eva Scout. So it's a very good environment. And as you said, it's a really good, it's the perfect day of the week, Wednesdays.
Yeah, it gets you through that hump day. Yes, the now infamous hump day. And gets you out. And so what do we have coming up over the next month? What kinds of fruit, vegetables are you starting to see at the market?
We are seeing a lot of the apricots, all of plums are coming, cherries right now. We only have a few weeks left of cherries, so please stop by, get your cherries, because if not,
And we've
you're
got some
not
pretty
gonna-
good berries too, right?
Yes, the berries as well, and it's only a few weeks left of that as well. So
You can't fool around.
just
You gotta
yes.
get down there, right?
Go there, yes. And then, of course, our vendors and then restaurants, a lot of them are offering specials during market days. So again, take advantage of that.
Right around there, we have
supporting
Yogurt Etc. We have Quiznos. we
Umi
have
just started doing the
Starbucks.
take and go sushi
Yes.
plates too,
Yeah,
which is a
Umi
great
Sushi.
idea.
How
Yes.
did I forget?
And
They were
then-
a guest on the show before.
Yes, and then also one of our vendors, Casa Tamales, they're actually opening a business downtown. So it's great to have them at the market and of course have it downtown.
All
So-
right. Well, thank you so much, and
Thank
thanks for all your
you.
hard work and putting the downtown events together.
Yes.
So I want to go ahead and talk to everyone about something that really I think is important right now, is a point in time for our downtown, just like it was 50 years ago when they put the mall in. And so I really want to encourage people to come downtown and find a spot and take a picture with your family, and then come back a year later and take a picture at that same spot when it's under construction, and then come back after the grand opening, so that your kids or maybe your grandkids or neighborhood kids will have that same incredible connection with this place that we hear about from people who say, my uncle took me downtown the day of the mall opened, just 50 years ago. And we'll have another generation, just like with the skating rink and the other things that are happening, that really tie us to our community and tie us to this very special point in time that we're all about to watch just unfold before our very eyes. So connect yourself, connect your family, especially if you get a chance. Connect the kids in the community to their downtown so it can be a very part of their rich future. And with that, you know, I'm really excited.
I am too.
Change is constant.
It is.
Welcome
and
to the show.
A city changes, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a living thing.
Yeah.
So it's
We've got new guests. We have new businesses
Yes.
in here. We have
Lots
new
of great
people
things.
coming to a great old building. And we're just excited about everything that's happening.
absolutely.
So with that, we thank you for joining us for another Do You Get Downtown? We'll see you in a month with new guests, more information, and always trying to do our best to keep you current about the city and the region that you live in. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching.
Do you get downtown?